Hi, hello everyone. In the previous video, I provided info and step-by-step guided you through the citizenship application. And in today's video, I will walk you through step-by-step of how to add your children into the applications and how to connect your spouse into the family's account. Okay, so for friends who have not watched my previous video on how to apply for citizenship online, please watch it in the link that I provided in the description below, or just check it out at the link that I put up above in this video. So in this video, I'm going to use the accounts from John Smith that I created before. And you can see in here, create an application. You just simply click on that. Okay. And here, create an application. You can create one application at a time if you are applying. With minors, start with by creating an adult application. So it means that your account here already for John Smith, and you can add a minor application later. Okay, so in here, adults you do have, that is for John Smith, and then the minor you click in here, minor that has a Canadian parent or a parent who is applying for citizenship at the same time. So my name is John Smith, and at the same time I want to apply citizenship for my child and my children along with this application too. Okay, so in here I can put name, the name of my child. The first one is Smith, and her name is Laura, and the date of birth, let's say in 2015, and then January the 1st, for example, and then I create an application. Okay, here you go. As you can see in that account template, the portal, it has my daughter's name in here. So if you have another child, and then you can do the same, create an application. Let's say in here, the minor, and then the name is Peter Smith. Peter, sorry, Peter Smith, and year of birth, let's say in 2020, January, and then the 1st. Create an application. Here you go. So here you can see Peter Smith, Laura Smith under John Smith. Okay, so John Smith is one of the parents, let's say the dad, the daughter, and the son. Okay, and then we can start the applications. So down here you can see co-applicants applying with you. Let's say in this case that is a wife of John Smith. You click in invite an adult co-applicant. In here you can type her email in here, and then select the question to confirm their identity, and then now you send invitation. Click in here. Okay, so now let's check in her email. Okay, so guys, here is the email with the invitations for online citizenship application. All you need to do is click on this link, accept or decline the invitation. Okay, so just click in here. All right, so for now you will need to enter the email address and the password in here. Please be noted that that person need to have an account for citizenship already, okay, so that we can sign in and then we can accept the invitation. Okay, here you go, miss. So Elise Nguyen is the wife of John Smith. Okay, and then in here you can see check your action, and here your invitations, and down here you can see who invited that person. John Smith invited you to join their application. Okay, so what is the secret password that I gave you for these invitations? You have to remember that password, honey. Okay, and then I accept the invitations. Yep, you have accepted John Smith's invitations and then you close. Everyone, actions complete, Elise. And then you have like John Smith, you have Laura Smith, you have Peter Smith. Okay, and for privacy reasons, you cannot view the applications of an adult co-applicant or a minor that is applying with your co-applicant. Okay, so everyone's actions and then your actions in here. Okay, but now let's go back to John Smith, the main applicant. Okay, let's sign it down. So that is the email address and the password to sign in into John Smith. Okay, let's click in here. Here I can see John Smith, that is the applicant. Laura Smith is the daughter. Peter Smith is the son. And Elise Nguyen is the wife. Okay, and his wife is added in. Okay, with that email invitation that we done before. Let's start with Laura Smith and Peter Smith so that we can do the application for them, for the child. Okay, let's start now. So here is all the parts that Laura Smith need to fill out. First one is the personal information. Question tells us about the minor. So you just select on the appropriate response. For example, which language? I select English. And does the minor have special needs, require accommodation? No. Who's applying on behalf of the minor? That is the parents. And the parents need to fill the name in here. For example, in this case, that is John Smith, the dad, apply on behalf of the minor. Okay. Adopted, no, because that is the biological daughter. The minor UCI number you put in here. Minor's name, Laura Smith. Name change before, no. Any other name, no. It depends on your situation, okay? And minor's gender, like female, change their gender or not, no. Minor's height, in centimeter or feet or inches in here. The eyes color and the date of birth. Date of birth corrected on their immigration document or been legally changed since coming to Canada, no. Minor needs to correct their date of birth for their citizenship application, so no. You need to remember that you as a parent cannot change the date of birth for the minors after you submit their application, okay? And the minor's place of birth, like the city, Hanoi, just put there, I make it up. The country, Vietnam, and the minor's marital status as single, okay? So whenever you see the check mark in here, this page is ready, so it means that it's ready. And then you can continue with the next. Okay. The second page is the contact information in here. How can we contact you about the minor's application? So the first one is the email address. That is the same with everyone in the family. I mean under this John Smith. Okay, and the home address, you have to put the home address in. The phone number, and then help with minors applications. You should check it as no, I'm filling it out myself. If you fill for your child. And contact after submission, I would say no, I want IRCC to contact me directly for updates about this application. So it means that you are doing this on behalf of your child, okay? And then whenever you see, just check mark in here, and then you can continue with the application with the next. So in this page, the IRCC will ask you about the minor's parents. Okay, the first one, the relationship to the minor, biological parent, that is a birth parent. And the parent's name, you put it in here, Smith, John Smith. This parent use any other names? No. It applies to you, okay? Parents' place of birth, date of birth. Will these parents be submitting their own application? So yes. Okay, it needs to be separated from the child. And before February 15, 1977, did these parents leave Canada for more than 1 year? My case, no. Minor was born with these parents employed outside of Canada? No. The minor's grandparent, they asked the grandparents as well. When this parent was born, was one of the parents employed outside of Canada? No. When this parent was born or adopted, was one of the parents a Canadian citizen? No, not in my case. And the parents, number two, like the mom, they ask you the same question, and then you will need to answer the same thing. Okay? And they ask, can you provide the information about the minor second parent? And I will say yes. Biological parent, and then the name as Elise Nguyen, and all those informations. Okay? And then when this page is ready, I select on the next to continue with the application. Okay. So in this page, you will see the photo and identification. The first one, you will need to provide the IRCC with one digital citizenship photo, and then you add the file in here, and then if you want it, you can view your photo. Okay, here it is. You can bring the size to the photo store and then ask them to take the citizenship photo, and then they will do the size for you. And the second information it needs is the photographer's information. You can put the name of that photographer or business down here, and the address of the photographer or business. Okay, and of course you need to have the date photo was taken on when. Okay, so it needs to be taken within 6 months before you submit the minor application. Okay, regarding the birth certificate or adoption order, you will need to choose based on your situations. In my case, I chose birth certificate. And remember that if that birth cert is not in English or French, then you will need to translate that into English or French. Okay, and then you can add the file in here, and then you can have a chance of viewing that document. Okay, here it is. That is in my language. It needs to be translated in English as well. Okay, for the minor personal identifications, you will need to provide the ISCC with two pieces of ID. The first ID, it should be bio page of the passport or travel document, or the valid or expired permanent resident card. I would say prefer to go with the PR card. Okay, and then I select the file, add the file in here, and then I can view that here. Okay, and please take both the front and the back of that PR card. Okay, and then the second ID is said that you can approve with the school record, or maybe the health insurance card. In Ontario it is OHIP card, or maybe you can take the hospital or immunization record. Okay, I do have a health insurance card for my daughter, so that I select on that health card in here, and then I add the file, and then I can have a chance of viewing that document. Okay, here the health card. Okay, and then next. And in the part of residence and travel, I will need to put down the immigrations and citizenship status of my child. When did my child becomes a permanent resident of Canada? I just put down the year, the month, and the day in here. Okay, and the questions: does the minor currently or have they ever held immigrations or citizenship status in a country or territory other than Canada? Say yes, because other than Canada, permanent resident in Canada, my child is holding citizenship of Vietnam. And then I put down all the info in here since birth. Okay. And then the next question is, has the minor been outside of Canada for a total of 730 days or more, like 2 years or more in the past 5 years or since becoming a permanent resident? I select as no because my child stay here in Canada and not traveling for more than 730 days in the past 5 years. The next questions regarding to travel documents or passport, I will need to put down of the 5 years period. In my case, my choice has 2 passports. The first one is from when? Is from January 1st, 2016. So that is 1 year after my child was born. And then the passport valid for 5 years. So it means that from the 16 until 2021. And with the document number and the country of issues and the place of issues and the bio page in here. Okay, I will need to include the bio page with them in this application. Okay, and then from January 1st 2021, and then I connected directly from 2021 January 1st, and the next 5 year is 2026 January 1st, and the document number in here, the country of issues here, the place of issues in here, and the bio page as well. Okay, so if in here I put it as January 1st 2021 and here, so there's no problem at all. However, if I put here in May, for example, May of this year 2021, and then I will need to explain in here like the reason why there's a gap. For example, I will put it here like this. For example, in May. Okay, in May and May, and then let's see what is the here. It explains any gaps. It means here there is a gap. The message here is there is a gap in your history. Enter travel document, update your entry, or explain the gap between this date, like from January 1st 2021 to May 1st 2021. So it means that you need to explain for the gap. For example, I was waiting for a new passport to come, for example, like very simple, waiting, right? And then I don't need that passport right away, so I applied late. Or maybe I was late in collecting the document for submitting the Vietnamese passport, the new one, and then that is why there is a gap. Okay, but for the purpose of today, I just put it as the connections between January until January, so that it has nothing to worry about that. Okay, so the check mark show up in here already, and then I can click on the next. Okay, so in this part, prohibitions, it has 9 questions that need you to answer. And in here you can see, to be eligible to become Canadian citizen, you cannot be prohibited under the Citizenship Act. The first one is a minor serving a terms in prison, no. On probation, no. On parole, no. Okay. And number 2 is a minor now serving a sentence outside Canada for an offense, no. Is a minor now Citizenship Act, no. Offense outside Canada, no. Number 4, under removal order, no. Any of the following apply to minor? Okay, no. In the last 5 years immediately before the no. And this one, in the last 10 years immediately before blah blah. Okay, no. Number 8, in the 4 years immediately before the date of the minor's applications, indictable offense, no. An offense outside of Canada, no. Number 9, while a permanent resident has the child been convicted in Canada for terrorism, it need to be, answer based on your situation, okay? But to me, everything is clear. And by checking this box, I confirm that I have read and understood the prohibitions under the Citizenship Act. Okay, and then that's it. For this part is done. And then next, the consent. Oath of citizenship. Would the minor like to attend a citizenship ceremony to take oath of citizenship? Yes or no, it depends on you, okay? But I don't need to, or maybe yes, yeah. Because in here that is optional to the child who's under 14 years old, okay? And I would say yes. And the next one is choose a type of citizenship certificate the minors would like to receive. I want to receive the certificate electronically. Okay, so e-cert. Okay, and then next. Optional documents, it means that the documents that you want the IRCC knows more about your child. Okay. Include any document or information that you want us to review when we process these applications. In my case, I don't have anything, or if I have, I may include the transcript from the school, something like that, or maybe with the immunization record, something like that. But for now, I have nothing at all. Okay. So, and the next one, in all those part, we fill out already with the check mark. The optional document, it doesn't have any check mark because that is optional. And then on that side, you can see provide details, check, pay the fee. Okay, so in here you can see pay fee and upload receipt. Because that is a group for this family, the two adults, the mom, dad, and the two kids. Okay, Laura and Peter. And then in here, down here, you say who are you paying for? Like I'm paying for at least one person. However, of course, I do have 4. So I add the file in here. Of course, you need to have an account to pay for that application fees. Please watch my other videos on how to pay the IRCC fee online. Okay, but in here, let's assume that I paid already, and then I add the file in here, and then I include the receipt. Okay, everyone, for John Smith, for Elise Nguyen, the mom, Laura Smith, the daughter, and Peter Smith, the son. Okay, and then I save that applicants. Okay, and then check, and then review and sign. Okay, so this one I have it for Laura Smith, sign application, and then in here you see Laura's application signature and the name of the parents, Smith, Laura, let's say in Windsor, Ontario. Okay, and then sign and continue. Not yet submitted. Okay, and then I back to my account. Okay, so and then now I do the same with Peter Smith, and then I start the application just like the same way that I did with Laura Smith. Okay, so click in here and then we can do. So this accounts for Peter Smith, and then I fill out all those informations, and then I pay the fee, and then I review and sign. Okay, so in here personal info, I'm done. Contact information, I'm done. Parent info, yes, I'm done. Identifications, I do have all the photos, the passport, the PR card, everything is in there. Okay, and then also I check with the prohibitions and the consent with the optional document, and then I pay for that receipt. Okay, and then now I review and sign. Okay, sign the application just like the same that I did with Laura. Family, Smith, John, city that I signed, Windsor, Ontario. Okay, and then it will comes up, sign and continue.
Okay, it's with the status as not yet submitted. Okay, and signed successfully. And now I go back to my account. Okay, so look in here, it is still in progress, and this one signed and this one signed. Why it is in progress? Let's continue to see why and what happened. Like, because I haven't paid the fee yet, so I will need to upload the fee, and then I'm paying for at least one person. I do exactly the same like I did with my other two children, and then everyone for those people, and then I save the applicants, and then I review and sign. Okay, everything's ready. Okay, I physical presence, I'm not ready yet, so I need to click in here, and then I have to calculate again. And here, calculate my physical. Okay, congratulations, the same. Okay, and then pay the fee, I did, and then review and sign. Everything here is ready, and then I sign. Okay, family Smith, John City, Windsor, Ontario, and then it comes up with the sign and continue. I click in here. Okay, so not yet submitted, but signed successfully. And then I go back to my account. Okay, so here you go. I have John Smith, I have Laura Smith, and I have Peter Smith. That is all signed. So now for this co-applicant applying with you, if it's set in progress, so it means that they haven't done anything yet. So all you need to do is going back to that account, a separate account, because that is adult. Okay, adult and adult cannot be in one account. Adults and the children can be in one account. However, the adult need to be separated from the account. So let's go back to this Elise Nguyen's account, and then we can complete the online application. So in this page, you can type email address and password and sign in. And here is for Elise Nguyen, and then we start, or maybe we can continue. Okay. And then again, we can fill out all of this part and then this part as well. Okay, so I will prepare that to get it ready for us for that demonstration. Okay, so guys, here is Elise Nguyen's account for citizenship application, and this part I fill out already, and the provide detail check mark, and then everything is done, and then I pay the fee exactly the same way that I did for John Smith. Okay, and in here, and then I save the applicants, and then after that I review and sign. Okay, so everything check, ready, and then I sign the application. And this one, I myself win, and then Ellie Windsor, Ontario, and then sign and continue. Okay, so here not yet submitted. Back to my account, and I can see in here you can now submit your applications. After you submit, and you can view, and you cannot edit the application. Okay, so for now I will go back to that John Smith account. Okay, let's stay with me. So here is the info for sign in John Smith account. I signed in. As you can see in here, you can now submit your applications. So all of them, and check your actions. And down here you can see summary for everyone. There are incomplete actions for everyone. John checkmark, Laura checkmark, Peter checkmark, and co-applicants. That is Elizabeth signed already. And then everyone's actions. Now you can submit everyone applications. And then your action. Great work. You don't have anything to action. Laura, actions. You don't currently have anything to actions. And for Peter, great work. You don't currently have anything to action. So it means that everything is okay now. And then let's go back to the summary and then check the actions. Okay, here you go. Now you can submit everyone's applications. So go to my account. Okay, and here submit application. Okay, so by clicking in submit applications, it means that you submit your applications, and all you need to do is wait for the response from IRCC regarding to your applications for the whole family. Okay, but I'm not going to submit beyond this part because this video's purpose is only for demonstrating like how to apply for citizenship and how to add your children and your spouse into the applications, how to link them within your account so that you can check from your account for all the family members with your applications. Okay, so good luck everyone and have a good day. Bye now.